Exactly. They're not even trying to clean the fucking money at this point.
Well, don't worry. They spent $220 million on one ad, more than the entire budget of Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm not a big religious guy, but like the concept of hell is maybe the part that I find most appealing. It means that every last one of you has that to look forward to.
Right, dude. Like we live in a time where we have the money, the power, and the fucking resources to where every fucking person could fucking have a roof over their head and food to eat.
Here's something that'll piss you off. Did you know they only get 47 days of training?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
No.
It's because he's the 47th president. That's why. They wanted
that can't be real.
No, it's real. It's real. They cut like 2 weeks worth of Spanish training for them so they'd be able to communicate with the people they're literally fucking grabbing off the street. They cut all of that. They caught a bunch of like other shit, and they trimmed it down to 47 days because that orange piece of shit is the 47th president. And so his masked Gestapo needs 47 days of training.
Imagine what kind of narcissist you got to be.
We should probably introduce ourselves, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm Bryan Andrews. This is my man Luke, and this is the fucking Get Angry podcast.
Yes, sir.
I mean, dude, the whole fucking premise behind starting this podcast is that we both feel like none of this, like, we're not angry enough about this shit. We're not reacting enough to this bullshit. Like, the mainstream media and everybody else can fucking whitewash this shit and fucking sane wash this shit as much as they fucking want to, and I'm fucking tired of it. Like one of the biggest fucking reasons I make the content I make, and I'm sure the feeling is mutual, is because I'm tired of people making me feel like I'm the fucking crazy one. Do you know how fucking crazy it is that you're that fucking desensitized to this bullshit? Do you know how fucking insane it is that you're desensitized to a fucking military operation where we sent a bunch of fucking Tomahawk missiles to kill a bunch of fucking kids? I hope I'm never that fucking desensitized.
See, the crazy thing is, though, they can't even summon the testicular fortitude to say they're against it for no other reason than the fact that gas is fucking almost, $3.50 a gallon for the first time since COVID. They can't even say that they're against it for that reason because it's going against their orange fucking daddy.
Right. Well, like I said,
I can simply not imagine being that much of a feckless, spineless fuck.
Yeah, they fucking, like, people will literally be like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with no fucking war in Iran, okay? But your fucking friends will in 10 years when they're still over there fighting a fucking forever war.
You might not fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you.
That's exactly what I say all the fucking
happening.
Time. People tell me all the fucking time, they'll be like, dude, why do you put politics in your music and shit like that? And I'm like, dude, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a fucking deal. When politics stops fucking doing me and the people that I love from the places where I'm fucking from, then I'll stop fucking doing politics. Them fucking bombs in Iran ain't got nothing to fucking do with me. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't stop to think about the single mother in your hometown that can barely afford gas as it is because she can't find a job in a town like this that pays her enough to fill up her fucking car. Not to fucking mention, you should just hate it because American soldiers don't want to go over there and shouldn't have to go over there and die in a war fighting for another fucking country that another country drug us into. Or the fact that you shouldn't support fucking Tomahawk missiles going and fucking blowing up schools and killing kids in foreign countries.
150 girls in it, yeah. Yep. Shouldn't be that hard to be against that. It should be like, it's the easiest lever to flip and they can't fucking do it.
That fucking picture of those graves.
Oh,
did you see that?
Too.
Yeah, I don't know if we can pull that up either. But if you haven't seen that yet, you need to fucking look at that. That shit should be fucking blasted everywhere. Yeah, that picture right there.
That picture, yeah.
What kind of world do you live in where you can see a fucking picture like that and it doesn't fucking make you sick?
I don't know. It's the same fucking world they live in where they look at Donald Trump being mentioned a million fucking times in the Epstein files and they go, it's a Democrat hoax.
Right. And the fucking thing is, it's like you got so many people that are like, well, we should just be able to fucking, shut our brains off and be able to fucking distance ourselves from the fear mongering and all the fucked up shit going on in the world and live our own lives and stuff like that. And it's like, dog, that's how we got here.
Yeah, I mean, how privileged do you have to be able to say, I'm just not going to pay attention. I don't really do politics.
Exactly. Like, there's a fucking difference between fucking finding balance in your life and, like, enjoying the things you're supposed to fucking enjoy and, like, living your life and having a career and all that bullshit, and also still fucking being informed and advocating for things that you can fucking advocate for, even in your small circles. Like the
not hard.
dude before 2024, motherfuckers fucking begged people to wake the fuck up and to not fucking do this, and they fucking did it anyways. Because in their mind, they didn't think about the Epstein bullshit. In their mind, they didn't think about all this fucking war and shit like that. They're just like, well, you know, I think he's the better man for the job. Like, I can't understand why fucking people would have been able to fucking look at all this shit. We all had the same fucking information. And like, my thing is, I know I'm fucking more well-read and shit and more aware of things because of my job. And they got full-time jobs where they're working construction 60, 70 hours a week and have families and stuff like that. I understand they can't be as well-informed as I am. But I'm just asking you to fucking, when you scroll at night, scroll with a fucking open mind. Scroll with a fucking purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to fucking be able to just look at this shit and see it for what the fuck it is. But the problem is that, and this shit is what pisses me off the fucking most, is that you see fucking people, especially in small towns, and not only do they not fucking say anything when they see this shit, when they see their neighbor struggling, but they fucking like it because it gives them a firsthand, real-time experience to be able to look at somebody and be like, I'm higher up on the food chain than they are.
I'm better. Yep.
Exactly. And it fucking sucks, dude, because you can say whatever the fuck you want to about me. You can call me a sellout. You can call me a fucking liberal snowflake or whatever the fuck it is you want to call me, but I would never do that shit.
Yeah, because you have a soul.
Exactly. I'm fucking crazy.
So here's
dude.
kind of
I've
an
never
off-topic question. Did you see the video? I think it was last week. This lady's name is like Carter Brown, I think. She put out this post. It got kind of viral, where she was kind of crying, talking about how leaving MAGA is so much harder than she thought it would be because the people are so much meaner than she thought they would be.
You know, I thought it would be easier the more I talked about leaving MAGA, being a 3-time Trump voter. But I have to be completely honest with you that it's not getting easier, and it actually feels like it's getting more difficult because I'm gaining more empathy. I don't know what the solution is, but I know it's not to beat people while they're already down.
So I probably have a little bit different take than most like leftists and stuff because I come from a small town and shit like that. It's not people of color's job to forgive these people and people like that, right? And they shouldn't. I mean, they fucking definitely shouldn't forget at the very least, you know, that they voted for this shit, especially 3 fucking times, dude. But what I will say from my perspective is that I live in areas like this, or like with people like that, and I live in areas with people who, you know, aren't well informed, and that, you know, eventually we got to try to fucking bring back to the table because in fucking 2 years we got to fucking vote again. So to me, it's my job now to be able to fucking say, all right, you know what? If you're willing to do the fucking work, it's going to suck. And you're going to have to fucking pay the price for the choices you fucking made. But that's the fucking price of it. You just have to fucking keep going, and only time will fucking heal the wounds you fucking made. But at least for me, from my perspective, I'll help them. Not necessarily just fucking help them, but like at least I'll be the one to fucking hear them out.
So I saw a lot of people comparing it to the 12 steps of addiction recovery. And they talk about when you make amends with people, part of like being actually like interested in doing the work to get yourself better is understanding and accepting that whatever response they have is justified. And if it hurts you that the response is not what you want, you're not doing the work.
Yeah.
And that's what that video struck me as, is that she wanted to say, I'm done, I'm deconstructing, and then
get
move
rewarded
in, and she wanted people to just like be all right, be cool with her. And that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
And honestly, it shouldn't.
I give her credit. The next video she did, she was like, I'm deconstructing more. I understand this more now. And that's fine.
That's
and
good
that
for
one
her. Spoke louder to me than the first one.
Absolutely it did. I mean, I think really there was always going to be vitriol when you come on the internet crying about how hard it is as a MAGA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't get to cry anymore because they're 6 feet deep because of the choice you made.
Yeah, not only that, or they're fucking sitting in a fucking literal concentration camp right now, shitting in a bucket because of the
where asshole guards are betting on which one of them is going to be the next to kill themselves.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't know if anybody else saw that shit, but I made a video about it on my personal page. But yeah, what is it from? It's not from AP, but AP was reporting on it, right?
AP reported on it, yeah.
guards were placing bets and making a pool. Yeah, there it is. Making a pool.
Yep.
Of like $500 fucking on which next detainee would kill themselves. Not fucking break a leg or get in trouble. Kill themselves. Like, in what fucking world are we fucking living in where that shit's okay and where people can see that shit and don't fucking want to hurl? I mean, that's the shit, and people will be like, oh, you're just fucking fear-mongering and you're fucking spreading information based off of something one detainee said. And it's like, yeah, because if I don't say it in my spaces like small towns and country music and shit like that, then they won't see that shit.
Yep.
You think some fucking Fox News reporter is about to report on this shit? Fuck no. Fox News can't even air real-time footage that makes Donald Trump look bad.
Well, yeah, they did that shit this weekend, too, because that fucking fat piece of shit wore a fucking ball cap during a dignified transfer.
Yes. And they
of course
want
he
to fucking...
did.
Yeah, and they
He
want
wore
to
made in China merch with his own fucking name on it while he watched
USA
American troops that he sent to die come back to the US.
And they'll be like, oh, he supports the troops. We support the troops. I say that shit all the time. Dude, it's always, motherfucking always support the troops from the people who claim to be the most patriotic motherfucker you ever met in your fucking life, all the way up until something like that happens, or until a Marine goes all the way to Washington, D.C. to tell Congress that he doesn't want to die in another war fighting for another fucking country. And then a sitting U.S. senator gets up and snaps his motherfucking arm for it. It ain't support the troops.
Then it's their domestic terrorists. They're left-wing extremists.
Exactly. It's not only not support the troops then, it's cut the funding at the VA so we can fund that fucking war.
$1 billion a day is what this war's costing us, I read.
Bingo. And you know who's paying the price for it? Small town folks, people in low impoverished areas, and fucking veterans. Every motherfucking time.
Well, now, just think now, Brian. You can go to Walmart and you can pay something that's 30% more expensive because of dumbasses tariffs. And in order to get there, you get to pay gas that's like, 15-20% more expensive because the motherfucker started a war and then bombed oil refineries.
Exactly. That's
and
what I'm saying.
All because of him.
They fucking, when Biden was in office and gas prices went up, they didn't give a fuck why they went up or that he fucking may or may not have had fucking any control whatsoever over what the fucking gas prices were. But then a motherfucker starts a war. Their guy starts a fucking war and they don't have nothing to fucking say. They put up fucking
they
stickers
call it not
everywhere.
A war. They say it's not a war. They say that, it's people that have been talking about America first for the last fucking year are now talking about how we need to be involved with regime change over there. Man, well, I don't know if you saw, but they appointed the guy's son to be the new leader. You know what they did like 2 days ago? They bombed his fucking wife.
Oh my God.
See, I don't know how you could rationally expect someone whose dad you just killed, whose wife you just killed, to suddenly be. All right, let's dap it up and call it quits.
We're homies. Yeah, fuck no.
What the fuck do you think is going to happen there?
No shit, dude. And that's the thing. They don't even have a fucking plan in place. There is exactly. This is
exactly.
Fucking
What
exactly
if Biden
right. What
did
if
this?
Biden did this? Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. Because if he did that shit, dude, he didn't even have to do that. He fucking didn't even start a fucking war, and gas prices fucking went up, and they made fucking stickers and put them on every fucking gas pump on small town America.
I want those motherfuckers. I disagree with the idea of public littering. I don't like that because the MAGA fuckheads that'll peel them off will just throw them on the floor. But
right.
Stickers, I miss those fuckers.
And that's what I'm saying, dude. They don't have any actual real values, because if they did and they saw gas prices going up right now, they'd be like, well, I don't fucking agree with that. But they don't give a shit.
Well, it's the first time in the last 15 years you can actually blame the gas prices on the president. He looked at a fucking dial and spun that motherfucker up. And it's the only time they don't want to say anything about it. Oh, yeah, and drill, baby, drill. Yeah, where'd that happen? It's almost like that was a fucking fantasy to begin with.
Yes,
Crazy.
It's all a fucking con, dude. It's all a con. This motherfucker is the greatest con man in fucking history, dude. He was able to con the people of the United States of America into voting for him and putting billions, not millions, billions of fucking their taxpayer dollars straight into his fucking pocket.
Well, at least people aren't talking about Epstein anymore. Because that was the fucking goal the whole goddamn time.
That's the fucking thing. It's fucking.
They successfully quashed in the last week that the FBI found that victim who said that Donald Trump forced her to perform oral sex on her and then hit her. They quashed that. Not a single did go anywhere. The FBI found that they interviewed her 4 times in 2019.
Yeah. 4 fucking times, and then all of a sudden it just fucking goes away.
I don't want to just a little bit of quick math here. Who was president in 2019?
Yeah, who was that, Luke?
Who was that? I don't know. It's almost like the motherfucker.
Yeah, it's almost like it was. Oh wait, who? Donald Trump.
I think we're in. I think we're in Iran because of the Epstein files.
Yeah,
I think we'll be in Cuba next.
You cover up for billionaires. Fucking you cover up for billionaires harming kids by bombing a bunch of kids,
by bombing other kids
in another country,
and then saying no, it wasn't us, it was actually them.
Yep. And then they have the audacity to tell their supporters to go out and fucking tell everybody, and all their commentators and everything to tell everybody, oh, we should be happy because Iranians are cheering in the streets and shit. You don't give a fuck about them Iranians.
They never give a fuck. It's always every time they're like, Iran's full of religious fanatics. They abuse their women, and then you like, okay, that's bold words from the motherfucker who's so pro-life that you think giving the death penalty to women who get abortions is the right way to go.
Yeah, I watched.
Why don't you back the fuck off?
I watched sitting U.S. Congress members share an AI photo on social media of the Statue of Liberty in a hijab when Zoran Mamdani won the fucking primary.
Yep. I'm not a big religious guy, but like the concept of hell is maybe the part that I find most appealing because it means that every last one of you worthless sacks of shit has that to look forward to.
Right, dude. This is the fucking thing. I think of people like who get in my comment section and just fucking rail on me and shit like that, for being on the left and everything, and they'll just fucking, get after me. And sometimes I see that shit and I'm like, damn, bro, like, do people really fucking hate me that much? And then I watch a video of Jake Lang hitting a fucking Nazi salute in a video publicly for people, and then rails them about how they're turning, or how white Christian men aren't going to stand for another country turning their children into N-word lovers, is what he said.
Well, fucking Randy Fine, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
He tweeted that, I think it was today, that he does not see a place for Muslims in America.
And see, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, those are the people they fucking prop up. So when I see these people fucking railing on me and shit, and I'm like, damn, do they really fucking hate me? And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I want them to hate me.
It's a point of fucking pride for me, man. It's like that quote from Rick and Morty where he's like, your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer. And
bingo.
That sums it up immediately.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say.
I don't care if you hate me, you fucking bigot.
Bingo. I've seen who you fucking clap for. And if you think that I'm going to fucking wipe my fucking tears away and be fucking bulling up and everything because you don't fucking like me, fuck nah.
Every time I get a comment from one of them where it's like, don't you care about what they think? Fuck no, I don't care what they think.
I don't give a fuck no more, dude. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I don't want you to feel fucking comfortable listening to our podcast. If you like that shit, if you support that shit, I don't want you to feel comfortable.
You're not welcome here.
Yes, I don't want you to feel good when you listen to my motherfucking music. Like, that's the whole fucking point, dude, is that I'm holding up a motherfucking mirror to you. I want you to fucking understand the fucking consequences of the things that you fucking do.
The reality is, somebody who's cheering when Jake Lang pretends to fuck a goat is never going to be on our side.
Yeah,
the absolute fucking best that we can hope for is that they don't vote because, much like the guy who showed up at Mar-a-Lago trying to blow Trump's shit smooth off, they're mad because he's doing something wrong.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Those fucking people. Yeah, you're never going to fucking bring them over any fucking way. So, like,
Carter Brown, I think that's her name, pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think that goes back to the conversation about it's like the steps of addiction. That was the real problem with Carter Brown's initial video for me, is that she endorsed the idea that she does not owe the Democrats / the opposition party her vote. And I completely reject that idea.
Yeah.
If you have any interest in undoing the harm you have caused, you owe them your vote in perpetuity, motherfucker. You have done this. This is it. This is your fucking lot in life now.
Yeah, I mean, I say all the time.
I simply reject the premise that you don't have to stand up to it with a fucking ballot.
Right.
I reject that idea.
I say all the time that, like, dude, I'm not saying that the Democratic Party doesn't have shitty fucking people in it. Like, I've never fucking said that.
I hate a lot of them.
Right, exactly. That's my fucking thing too. It's like, dude, I'm willing to hold those Democrats that are sitting in those seats right now accountable as well. Like, that's the fucking difference here. Is that, like, the bad ones that we fucking see, we want the fuck out. We want people who are taking, like, literally fucking millions of dollars from AIPAC to get the fuck out. And we're willing to fucking vote those people out, but y'all ain't. That's the fucking difference, man.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that? You know that Dan Crenshaw motherfucker that he ran in Texas? He's a congressman. He lost because he's not right enough. Because he doesn't have enough Nazi ideas.
Yeah.
That's why he lost in Texas.
Exactly.
And that's fucking insane to me.
And not only that, but, like, why we're talking about the things we're talking about and why we're doing, like, a podcast and shit like that is to fucking look at this stuff and help maybe inspire the next round or the next generation of politicians to say, like, hey, if you want people's vote, you have to be actually American first.
Fucking earn it.
Yes, you have to actually advocate for fucking, shit like single-payer healthcare so people don't die because they can't afford fucking health insurance and shit like that. You have to fucking advocate for people to be able to feed their fucking children. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't fucking take the billionaire fucking corporate dollars anymore and expect to get elected, even if you're a fucking Democrat. And
you don't get to just run off to DC and play insider trading.
Exactly.
That shit is done. We're done with that now.
Bingo. Because I say that shit because fucking, dude, when my grandpa was working for General Motors for 30 fucking years, unions were stronger and we had the strongest middle class that the world has ever fucking seen. And we've spent the last 50 to 60 fucking years, really ever since Ronald Reagan, fucking bringing that middle class to its fucking knees and transferring that wealth straight from the middle class all the way to the fucking billionaires.
Up.
You know how fucking
up.
You know how fucking insane it is? I tell this to my friends all the time and they can't fucking believe this shit. Elon Musk's net worth right now is like $720 billion, right? Yep. He will be the world's first fucking trillionaire. And I'm like, dude, do you understand how much $1 trillion fucking dollars is? And they'll be like, well, it's a lot of fucking money. And I'm like, no, dude, it's
you don't understand how much it is.
Yeah,
it's unfathomable the amount of money it is.
Like, dude, $1 trillion. I'm pretty sure $1 trillion. You can quote me on this if I'm fucking wrong, or fact check me here. But I'm pretty sure $1 trillion is enough money you could buy every NHL team, every NFL team, every NBA team, and every MLB team twice, and still have $200 billion left over.
I bet that's right. I would bet that's right.
I mean, it's fucking crazy how much money we're talking about here. And, like, the fact that you have someone like Elon Musk that is worth that much money and then spends his own fucking time and energy buying fucking social media platforms, which, by the way, is
buying
new media.
Elections.
Yes. And buying elections, and spends all of his fucking time and resources and money and attention on spending time on those platforms to fucking spread information that makes you believe that immigrants are the ones making you go broke, while that motherfucker's companies don't pay a single fucking dime in taxes.
Billionaires should fucking not exist, and there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire.
Eat the I don't fucking give a fuck rich, man. Who it is. I say that bullshit all the time.
I do not care who it is. Like, I've said it before. I stole it from online, and when you hit $999 million and $999.99, you get an award that says, "Congratulations, you won capitalism," and every dollar afterwards is taxed at 100%.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's fucking crazy. There's literally people in this fucking world that fucking prove that you can be successful and rich at the same time and still not have to be a fucking billionaire. Dolly Parton's one of them.
Dolly Parton.
She literally
Billie
would
Eilish.
be a fucking billionaire, yes, if they didn't give their fucking money away. And that's what fucking that's what rubs me so raw about being a Christian. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at these fucking Christians who claim to be Christian and everything like that, but they fucking simp and advocate for these fucking billionaires, and they're like, well, we shouldn't have to fucking pay for sick people to get health care and poor people to eat off of fucking taxes. We should be able to do it through charity. And it's like, yeah, but y'all don't fucking do enough through charity. That's what I'm saying. Like, these fucking billionaires aren't...
Well, they don't do jack shit.
Exactly.
That's the thing. People are like, well, they gave $1 million to that charity. That's like me giving a fucking buck.
A
What
quarter.
difference does it make?
Yes, dude, that's what I'm
it
saying.
doesn't fucking matter.
And that's what this is a
and-
great question. Why do poor people fucking idolize billionaires? I can tell you why.
Because they don't see themselves as poor.
Exactly. They don't ever want to fucking think of themselves as being down and out. And I get it. I understand that fucking mindset. But I promise you, you're a lot motherfucking closer to that person who is sleeping under a tent or a fucking railroad than you are to the person who's a fucking billionaire.
I think it's a quote by John Steinbeck that said that the reason socialism never took root in America is because poor people don't think of themselves as poor. They think of themselves as temporarily embarrassed millionaires.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
Yep.
Every one of them. Well, that's the same reason they spread that shit about Steve Jobs didn't go to college. That's why right-wingers talk about that. That's why they talk about Charlie Kirk didn't go to college, because they think as long as you make them think that they have even just the slightest chance of making it, they will follow us forever. It's the same reason poor people love the lottery.
Yes.
And they've been told you have a chance. You have a chance of winning. It's the same reason they love going to the casino. Because they've been told you have a chance of winning, and they look the other fucking way as they get shafted.
Is that why they're against free shit from the government? Nah, I think they're against free shit from the government because, like, a lot of times people, especially in small towns, like, a lot of times people make just enough to not qualify for, like, benefits and things like that.
It's terrible.
Federal
they got, like,
programs.
2 part-time jobs that don't give benefits, and then they don't have enough to get the free shit.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, though. They look at that, they're like, I'm working so hard and I don't get it. So why does that lady over there get it?
Exactly.
Why does she get it?
Exactly. They'll look at somebody buying a fucking box of Little Debbie's on food stamps to have some sense of fucking normalcy for her family or whatever.
Pay me to care.
Yeah, exactly. And then they'll be like, well, fuck, I can't have that, so why the fuck should they? And it's like, dude, that's what we're all trying to fucking tell you, is that none of us should be fucking sitting here like that. Like, we live in a time where we have the money, the power, and the fucking resources to where every fucking person, especially in this country, but on the planet really, could fucking have a roof over their head and food to eat. Yep. And we just don't.
There's zero excuse for the fact that, in Kansas, where they just spent taxpayer dollars to pass a bill so that trans people couldn't fucking drive anymore.
Yeah.
20% of kids don't know where their next fucking meal's coming from.
Yeah.
So that's just so we're all on the same page. That's their fucking priority.
That's what I'm saying. And, like, statistically, fucking, nobody can afford shit. I mean, I think about this shit all the time because I'm like, dude, I don't want to be so fucking political all the time either. But, like, dude, it's everywhere I fucking look. When I think about my father, he's about to retire after 37 years of fucking teaching in the public education system, right? And I know, like, I want to be able to write songs about what kind of father he's been to me and how great of a man he is and shit. But I can't stop thinking about the fact that I know my old man's about to retire, and I know he's worried about being able to live and be able to afford his medical bills and fucking paying for his medications and stuff like that now that he has to pay for his own healthcare on his own off his retirement salary, which is, by the way, like half or 3/4 of what his fucking salary is now. So he's getting a fucking pay cut and has to pay out of pocket for fucking health insurance. Yep. I think about shit like that. I think about how excited I am, or how I want to write songs about, watching the fucking sunset in the bean field in my hometown in the summer. But I'm thinking about fucking all the farmers that are going to be crippled and may not make it through this year because of a trade war that they didn't fucking start because now China won't buy American soybeans.
That's kind of the whole idea, right? It's the whole idea. That's why we're doing this. People talk about how we're not angry enough. Well, we're fucking trying here. I mean, when I look everywhere I see, there's shit that makes me angry. That's involved. It's all fucking tied together.
Exactly.
And that's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole idea behind this podcast, I think.
Exactly. We're just not fucking angry enough. And man, like, that's the thing.
Fucking angry enough.
When we fucking finally match this fucking energy, then maybe we can fucking get somewhere. And that's why we're fucking doing this.
Thank you for listening.
For episode 1, fuck, dude, I don't think we took a fucking breath in there.
I didn't. My blood pressure's through the goddamn roof already.
Dude, that was so sick.
Are we great?